Many patients come to us and our practice because they're looking for a way to tighten the skin non-surgically. They're generally too young for a surgical facelift, but they're also older than some of the injectable treatments can actually handle. So for loose skin and sagging skin, one of the best non-surgical treatments is actually our Thermage skin tightening laser. This laser uses a radio frequency heating element to actually get the skin to come up to a temperature that allows the skin to generate new collagen and new elasticity. Basically tricks the skin into thinking it's being minorly injured. As the DNA gets that heat sensation and starts to realize that it's being overheated, it has the tendency to turn on new collagen production and new elasticity. So over time, it takes about 100 days for the body to make new collagen. So over about 3 to 4 months, what the patients will notice is that the new collagen and new elasticity that's building in the skin will start to lift, firm, and tighten the face non-surgically. The nice thing about the Thermage laser is that it's one of the few lasers we have that has no downtime, which means there's no peeling, there's no redness, there's no cutting, there's no stitches. Essentially, people can go back to work within an hour or two of the procedure. Thermage has actually been around for over 15 years. This is the 4th generation of Thermage lasers that we do have in our office, and with every generation over the past 15 years they've improved the safety and efficacy, and we've also seen better results. The other thing that's also improved over the past 15 years that Thermage has been around is the speed and pain level of the procedure. So not only has the procedure become shorter in time, but it's also become more tolerable because of the way the energy is delivered and some of the vibrational effects of the handpiece. There's 3 main areas that Thermage is generally used for. We do have an eye treatment that's specifically a very small tip to treat the lower and upper eyelids, and that's for people who want like a non-surgical eyelid lift, and it helps improve the upper eyelid heaviness and also improves the bags and puffiness under the eyes. The second area, which is the most common area, is the lower face and neck. So this is a treatment that's generally about 90 minutes, and it's generally focused for cheeks, jawline, and sagging skin around the neck. The third area is basically body parts that tend to sag either postpartum after we have children or with the natural aging process. For example, we can use Thermage to tighten loose skin under the arms. We can use Thermage to tighten abdominal loose skin from weight loss or from having children. We can even use it to lift and firm the buttocks and even some of the thigh areas that tend to sag with age. So we basically have eye treatments for Thermage, we have face treatments for Thermage, and then we have multiple body treatments for Thermage. Thermage is really one of the safest procedures we do because there's really no invasiveness to the procedure. It literally heats the skin from the outside. It has a safety mechanism built into it, which is a cryogen cooling. So it actually safely cools the surface of the skin to not burn or overheat the top layer, and delivers the heat to a deeper layer. So it has a lot of safety mechanisms built in. It also calibrates the thickness of every patient's skin, so it actually customizes the depth of the energy based on the initial calibration. It actually recalibrates with every pulse. So if it's a thinner skinned area, it'll safely change the energy so that it's delivered properly to the thinner skin. This procedure is also very popular for male patients since they tend to be very time sensitive to downtime. And so because this laser does not have any downtime at all, any patient, including our male patients, tend to be very happy with the results and with the downtime. An average Thermage result peaks at about 4 to 6 months. However, most people will start to notice some improvement in the firmness and sagging of their skin, usually within the first 2 to 3 months. But the peak result happens at 6 months. An average Thermage result can last up to 2 years, so many times, unlike dermal filler treatments, the Thermage laser does not have to be repeated except for once every several years. Because it's a radiofrequency laser, the Thermage really essentially does not have any downtime. There is maybe a period of about 20-30 minutes of pinkness to the skin after the procedure, which dissipates very quickly. Sometimes the skin can be sensitive up to 24 hours to the touch, but essentially patients can expect to be able to go back to work within a few hours. A typical cost of a Thermage treatment, depending on the area that we're working on, generally ranges anywhere from about $3,000 to $4,000. There are some larger areas of the body that do take longer to treat, but in general, the more areas we treat, obviously the more the cost will be. But in general, a typical treatment will cost anywhere from about $3,000 to $4,000.